っしゃい。30分以内に完食すればお代はタダ。さらに商品のガルガイダーをプレゼント。それではスタート。
Hey guys, today we'll be making the Greek Island pasta from Hunter x Hunter. Before beginning the video, I just wanted to say that this channel has grown a lot in the past few days, and I want to thank everyone who supports this channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. With that said, let's get started. We'll start with preparing all our ingredients for our tomato sauce. The first thing we'll need are tomatoes. I'm using about 1.5 kilos of fresh Roma tomatoes to make the sauce. You can use canned tomatoes, but I'll be using these ones. We'll start by lightly scoring the back of the tomatoes so we can peel them later. It should look something like this. Once you've done that for all your tomatoes, then we'll plunge the tomatoes into boiling water for about 20 to 30 seconds, or until the skin starts to loosen. After that, we'll transfer the tomatoes into an ice water bath so they don't overcook. We'll then undress the tomatoes by removing the peels. They should come off quite easily, like this. Once you've undressed all the tomatoes, we'll cut them into about 1-inch pieces like this. With that, the tomatoes are prepared. Next, we'll roughly dice up 3 onions. Start by cutting it, removing the peel, and then roughly chopping them, somewhat like this. After that, we'll release all our built-up frustrations onto a garlic bulb. Then, remove the garlic peels and cut them as thin as you can. The more garlic, the better. I did 5 cloves. Then, I got these baby mushrooms like the ones that they used in the show. Cut them like this. To finish off, we'll also finally chop some parsley, like this. And with that, all the ingredients are prepared and we can start making the tomato sauce. Add a little bit of olive oil to a pan, and to that, add the onions. Let the onions cook until they become nice and translucent. Once that's done, add all of the chopped Roma tomatoes. Add salt. This will help with drawing out the liquid to make it more saucy in the end. Smash the tomatoes with your spatula. I let mine cook for about 30 minutes, occasionally smashing and stirring the sauce, until it turned out like this. While the sauce was cooking, I prepared all the other ingredients. I started with the mushrooms. Add olive oil to a pan, and then cook the mushrooms until they're nice and golden brown, like this. Don't forget to add salt and black pepper. Then, in the same pan, I added half a kilo of ground meat, seasoned it with salt and pepper, and cooked it until it was nicely golden brown, like this. To finish off, I also made an aroma oil for the sauce. Since the fresh tomato sauce is quite acidic, you need some kind of fat to balance it out. Add half a cup of olive oil to a pan and bring it to a low heat. Add the garlic from earlier to the olive oil. Let it cook low and slow so that the flavors can infuse. After they slowly start to change color, add basil leaves. I added 3 sprigs. Let it cook and infuse until they slowly start to shrink. Once that's done, add a tablespoon of tomato paste. This will strengthen the tomato flavor of the sauce. We're adding it to the oil so that it can cook off. To finish off, we're also adding chili flakes. This is optional, but do it if you like some heat in your sauce. Once the flavors have infused and have gotten to know each other, the aroma oil is done. You can strain it if you want, which would be better if you want a smooth sauce, but I prefer to keep it chunky. We can now start with adding all the ingredients to our tomato sauce. Start by adding the ground meat. Then we'll add half of the mushrooms, the other half we'll save for the topping. To finish off, add the aroma oil to the sauce and mix it up. I removed the basil sprigs out of the sauce because I didn't like the consistency of them. And that's it, one of the most amazing tomato sauces you'll ever try. Now we'll need to cook our pasta. I'm using spaghetti. Get some boiling water and salt it till it tastes like the ocean. Then add your pasta and cook it until it's al dente, Usually, I would say cook it a minute shy of al dente, so that you can finish cooking it in the sauce, but in this case, the sauce is used as a topping, so you want to cook it through. Once the pasta finishes cooking, we can start plating. First, we'll start by adding the pasta and creating a small mountain. Then, we'll add the sauce on top with a ladle. Once that's done, we'll add some of the leftover mushrooms as a topping. And to finish it off, the parsley from earlier. And that's it, the Greek Island pasta from Hunter x Hunter. So yeah, this tasted really good. The tomato sauce especially was amazing. Normally, I prefer smooth sauces, so I would personally blend it and strain the aroma oil to get a more smooth consistency, but I tried to follow the more rustic look of the show. I would also recommend to cook the pasta with the sauce and some pasta water, so it gets coated evenly. Adding some Parmesan cheese will take it even to a higher level, but overall, it was amazing. Now before I finish off, there was something I wanted to say. Hunter x Hunter is really one of my favorite shows, and as we all know, it has been on a hiatus for quite some time. I've seen a bit of hate being thrown at the creator Togashi for not finishing the show, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. I think instead of hating on him for something that he didn't finish, let's appreciate him for this amazing show that he has given us, with amazing characters, world building, story, action, everything. So yeah, that was the thing that I wanted to say. I hope you guys liked the video, and as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching. See ya.